fish to fry right now, and that is obviously catching these suspects. We're hoping that the case is that they've tracked down who they want, but we're simply not sure. From the way police are walking around right now, it's not sort of that the craziness where they're running around thinking that there is someone amidst where we're standing. It doesn't get that feel, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It's more like they're carrying out an investigation at this point. But again, all of that, just what I'm seeing with my eyes, not what I've been told right now from police.
And David, earlier at MIT, where this thing all started at 10:30, you had an officer just responding to a disturbance call, was shot and killed, shot multiple times, and then the suspects fled, and this became kind of a running chase. I mean, they covered a lot of ground, and they ended up there, which is miles away from MIT. Do you get a sense, though, that this now has come to a stop, that this is no longer one of those rolling chases, that perhaps they know where roughly this guy is, and this guy perhaps is not driving anymore, but maybe on foot?
There's no question about that, Jonathan. I think you make a good point. If you think about this, so this began with this terrible shooting during a week in which everyone's been on edge to begin with. You would think that these police officers around here would not be walking around without their guns drawn if they thought that this person was still walking around where we are. My sense is that there's been some type of conclusion. We simply don't know, though. I just know that I've seen a lot of police officers walking through the area where I'm at with flashlights looking around. But again, does that mean that they're looking for a suspect? Does that mean that they're looking for possible explosives? We simply don't know at this point. What we know is that it's a wildly active scene, and I think a lot of people in this area simply don't know this is happening. It's been pretty quiet as far as residents go, but then again, this is a bit of a commercial area. If you know where the Arsenal Mall is in Watertown, which most people who are from here know that, it's been around forever. It's basically right behind the Watertown, the Arsenal Mall here in Watertown.
David, I'm curious. You're at one scene where clearly officers are looking for something, and as you say, whether it's evidence, whether it's a weapon, whether it's another suspect, we don't know. How big is this crime scene? I mean, Lauren Lemanchek doesn't seem to be anywhere near you, and there are a lot of officers where she is as well.
Do you know where she is, by the way? Do you know exactly where she is?
She's just up the street. She's up the street from you. She was being pushed back. I think she was up there by Striptease, by the restaurant, just a little further up from you, and I think they were being pushed back.
Oh, so she was further up Arsenal. Okay, yeah. Well, I know from Watertown Square down, there were basically a huge, what looked to be, you sort of get the sense of what's a local police officer car and what's almost a federal federal investigator type vehicle, and we were seeing a lot of those what looked to be sort of federal investigators further up Arsenal, but where we are now, you can see it's mainly Boston police, which obviously they probably started off in the beginning of what was this chase over this way, starting out in Cambridge, and of course Boston police getting involved, but now we're over here in Watertown. I don't see a lot of Watertown police actually, but state police on scene, and just trying to soak in what I'm seeing, guys, as I'm talking. So forgive me for rambling at times, but I'm just trying to figure out exactly what we're seeing here. Let me just